What's going on, guys? My name's Max. I'm a bloke of average fitness trying to get to above average fitness. Today we're back out on the bike once again. This is the first big ride of the year. Dan and I have decided to put a Sunday aside, try and smash out between 80 and 90k. Bit of a bigger one for us. 85k on the new bike, on the new wheels. Let's see how we go. We came somewhere by the lakes to get some coffee, but it is a bit too high class for us. Proper sit down dinner place. So we sacked that off and we're gonna go get a coffee elsewhere. Looks very nice though.
For a Sunday morning spin, maybe a 3-course breakfast is a bit much. On to Linwood we go.
That place is a bit more sit down breakfast kind of place. We just need a little coffee shop and Linwood always delivers. Also, fantastic news. I'm no longer having to rely on Dan to navigate my rides. Switched to the Garmin Edge 530. Same one that George had in a video from a couple of videos ago. So I picked one up and it's really good. Well, it keeps beeping at me. But I think that's because of the radar light that I've got attached to it, telling me there's cars behind us. Each on this work. Last time we came here, it was the most torrential rain. I'm looking forward to having a nice chill stop. They do look very, very good together. I don't think I've ever addressed what bike Dan's actually got. He is riding a Pinarello F7 Ultegra. Yeah, Ultegra Di2, and I'm pretty sure he's got some most 40mm carbon wheels on there as well. It's a very, very nice bike. He's also got the Talon bars, which I'm very jealous of. Look at them, mega. As I was saying before, got the Garmin Edge 530, which is actually pretty cool because you can see the route nav on it is so good. And basically I ended up picking this up because, well, I had the Element Bolt V2. I ended up switching to this one because obviously the Element Bolt doesn't sync to your Garmin watch, but I thought that it might use Strava to communicate, basically update Garmin Connect, but it doesn't. Where I'm going into triathlon training, and last year when I was doing triathlon training, having like measurement of your fatigue and being able to know when you need to take it easy and when you need to go hard, that was really good. So I wanted that going into this next prep. And where I was tracking all the rides on the Element Bolt, it wasn't updating to Garmin, so you know, it said I was detraining and it looked like all my sort of stats and stuff were going down. And also it wasn't sort of measuring my output and my fatigue levels. Whereas now that I'm tracking everything on the Garmin, it's all updating, it's all working in one system, so it's working well. The only thing I don't like about this Garmin is the Bolt has a matte display. So when the sun hits it, you can still see the screen really clearly. This is more of like a shiny display, more like a phone. So sometimes it is a little bit difficult to see, but it's nothing major. It looks worse on camera than it is in person. Also, in the last video, I showed you the radar light that I've been using. This got sent out to me by Magic Shine. Massive shout out to them. Thank you very much for sending this out. This is actually a really sick piece of kit. I always thought that these were a little bit gimmicky, but actually being able to see when there's a car behind you before you can see it, basically, because it displays it on the head unit up front. This syncs with the Garmin Edge 530 or Garmin bike computers, on most bike computers to be fair. This syncs with it, and basically the radar in it tells you when there's a car coming up behind you. It also shows you the distance to the car behind you, which is really good. So if a car's coming to overtake you and you can't hear it, for example, there's been a few electric cars that can sneak up behind you, but I've been able to see that they're coming because I got this. So lovely bit of kit. I'll put a link in the description. Have a look at it.
2 oat flatties, 2 almond croissants for the boys.
Secured.
Hey everyone, it's Dan here. It's been an absolute pleasure today riding with Max and not having to worry about him getting lost, because for once he can navigate himself because he's a big boy now and he's got a Garmin. That sounded patronising, it didn't mean to be.
Alright, so we are fueled up. On to Siren now. Feeling good. Almond croissant has revived me. I needed the carbs, I think. This might not be particularly YouTube friendly, but I have always, since I started cycling, which was not that long ago to be fair, I've always worn underwear under my bib tights. And this is the first time that I'm not doing that. And it feels weird, I'm not gonna lie.
It's all about being commando.
It makes me feel nervous. I don't know why, because it's absolutely fine, but I feel on edge.
It's until you fall off, then your tights rip, and then you hang out.
This is gonna make it. I don't know if this is gonna make it in the video, but hey, we're all about being honest in this channel. I don't really know what I'm doing. It's all a learning curve, so there you go. Feel free to roast me in the comments, as I'm sure you will. Morning. We have made it into Cirencester. Oh, beautiful, this place. Your second home.
This is my home. This is where I'm going to live. Beautiful Cirencester. A lovely parish on the outskirts of Cotswolds. My jaw is so cold. I can't speak.
2 coffee stops in this amount of time is not exactly athlete level endurance, but we're doing a slightly longer distance for us, so it's all about longevity for us. We're not looking to smash it. We just want to get around and have a good time. I tell you what, after being inside nice and warm, it is freezing now. Face is so cold. Oh my god. We're about halfway into this ride now, so I think we're gonna get our foot down, smash out the second half. Oh, smash out the second half, and then get back to base. Oh, I'm crying. Oh. Doesn't get old, that. Oh god. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I am done. 85.6k in the bag, mate. It's time for a beer, I think.
And he hasn't said, but you ran a half marathon yesterday.
That's how we roll.
Your legs must be fucked.
They're done.
It's been a relatively, well no, it's been a completely flawless ride, to be fair. No issues, no punctures. And I think, to be fair, it's probably due to the fact that I am running 30mm tyres. These are some chunky boys. Nice and stable, nice and smooth ride today, even with quite a few potholes around. Time for a beer. It doesn't feel, it feels like we've been on the bike for a while, but it doesn't feel like I've just done a massive ride. It's probably because we stopped a fair few times, but just building up the distance so that by the summer we're in a good place to crush out some big rides, which we definitely have some big rides planned back at the car. I'll get this stuff put away and we'll debrief. Got the Garmin here, let's break down the stats. So, caveat, I didn't have auto pause enabled on this for probably 75% of the ride. Got to the end of it and realized, oh my god, this has been running the entire time. So the average speed is super low. That's just because we stopped a few times. So the average speed on this was 23.89 k an hour. It definitely wasn't that. It was probably closer to 29, 30, probably around 30 actually, because it was quite quick. 3 hours 36 minutes. Some of that will be us stopping. 86.3 kilometers done. That is a good ride for us. You know, adding in those coffee stops makes the ride a little bit more enjoyable, especially for us. Like, we're not professional athletes. We're not too bothered about whether it's optimal or not, especially at this time of the year. When we get into more sort of triathlon prep stuff, then that's when the proper sessions will kick in. But right now it's just trying to build up that mileage, get used to some longer rides on the bike, and yeah, really just get out for a day on the bike, or a half day on the bike. So yeah, very happy with that. If you want to have a look at some of the stats yourself, I will leave a link to the Strava file in the description below. Thank you for the love that I got on the last couple of videos. I'm pretty blown away by some of the messages that I've received over the last few weeks, and based off these videos has been fantastic. So I want to say thank you so much to everyone that's watching. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet and you like this kind of content, then definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We are getting painfully close to 1,000 subscribers, which is insane. I'd love to hit that before the end of the month. So if we can do that, that would be amazing. So yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button. And yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it as always. Drop a comment below, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next week.